What's up, guys? My name is Jellycut5 and welcome back to an episode of the Play Career Mode. Before we get into things, it would be much appreciated if you're able to hit that like button down below. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. We start off with today's episode just having a look through the stats and seeing where we are at with the season. We've had a fairly good season so far as we're getting to the winter parts of it now, going into January. But yeah, we've had a very good season, to be honest, and obviously we've hit the ground running in the Premier League. It wasn't easy to start off with, but as soon as we got started, it seems to be that we are doing well. In terms of the actual goals to game ratio at the same time, it seems to be we've got 31 goals in 22 games. Absolutely ripping it up in all competitions, Premier League, Conference League, and yet to play in the FA Cup, which will commence in January. We start off today's episode with a game against West Ham as the East London side visit West London at Stamford Bridge for an all-London derby. Looking forward to this one to see what we can do at this particular game. It's not going to be easy, that is for sure, but let's see what our objectives are going to be. We need a 7.5 rating, we need 55% team possession, and we need at least 25% dribble success rate. Let's get straight into things and let's see what happens. 3 minutes into the game, Reece James has a throw and he just passes it between himself and Caicedo, looking for an option to see if he can play it in. Decent ball, to be honest, as Christopher Nkunku finds himself out in a decent position. He gets the ball into the box with an ample time to shoot as we find Caicedo, and that's a really good option there, as you can see, as Areola makes a very good save, and they can't save it going out for a corner kick, as we have a chance early on in the 5th minute to see what we can do from the corner then. Options are open there as Madueke whips the ball in there, but clearance straight away as Mohamed Kudus clears his lines. Only as far as Silva nods it straight on there, and that is a decent effort, just straying wide of the post, and that was a very good opportunity to make it 1-0 early on in this tie. Options are coming a lot of times for Chelsea FC at the moment, as you can see, but we're going to have to defend on this occasion. Zakaria, the ex-Chelsea man, looks to find his teammate there, and a lovely ball, to be honest, as Kudus allows it down there, and he should have done much better with that. Robert Sanchez still forced into a save, but that was a perfect chance for himself to get the goal there, really close into the goal, and no really kind of pressure at the same time. Ball whipped in is going to be from the corner, as Neres whips the corner in, short delivery. Kudus does get ahead to it, but Sanchez does collect it nice and comfortably. Chelsea have had a slow start compared to obviously the first 5. He did have a chance, but apart from that, nothing has really happened. We look to be able to see if we can get something together here. Christopher Nkunku finds his teammate Reece James on the right hand side as he makes the burst down the byline, and for an option to be able to see if he can do something in this sort of area of the pitch. He finds Madueke, now Caicedo, lovely back heel, and that was a perfect chance, probably the closest we've been in this particular game, as Areola denies us really close from there, and it still stays 0-0. Either side yet to break the deadlock there, but Chelsea are growing into this game so far as we make a burst on the left hand side into the box there. Options are wide there, as you can see. We find Caicedo on the edge, kind of assessing the options, back heels it to ourselves, and that is a lovely save by Areola, just curling into the bottom corner, but it's stopped there as Luca Digne picks it up as he looks to be able to clear his lines, and Maxwell Cornet finds Digne again, and they do clear any danger in that particular area of the pitch. Half-time whistle has been blown in this particular game, still 0-0 as we currently speak. Nothing really to be kind of talking about as of yet. The objectives aren't looking too bad, definitely kind of up in performance. We'll be able to complete these sort of objectives and be able to push on and complete all 3. Second half commences then as we look to be able to see if we can get a goal in this particular kind of half. It's really hard for us to get into it so far, but we're definitely going to be destined on for doing something as West Ham look to go on the attack straight away. Souček finds Neres, a lovely ball kind of cancels out the Cucurella run. He does get stuck in at the same time though, and we do concede a corner. West Ham have a nice and lively start to the second half, so they look to be able to see if they can do something from the corner. Looks to be that Zakaria is the man to whip the corner in. Decent delivery, and Souček has the ball cleared off from Cucurella, and that was a perfect chance, probably the closest anyone has come in this particular game. Thomas Souček was done so well to be able to get up the header, unmarked at the same time, but Cucurella clears his lines, and that will be that for this particular bit of attack. Nothing happening in the second half for Chelsea so far as we look to be able to see if we can do something in this particular game here. Looking for an option as Madueke and Reece James there on the right hand side offering support here. Madueke makes the run for Reece. Madueke now finds ourselves a really good opportunity, and how Areola has got to that, I am not too sure there, and it looks to be that he's celebrating that one like he has scored. Unbelievable save by the Frenchman, and as you can see, that meant a lot to him, that is for sure. But yeah, nothing really happening in the second half for us so far apart from that opportunity. 9 minutes left to play as Ward-Prowse picks it up. This could be the chance for West Ham, this could be the time, but Thiago Silva makes himself nice and strong in the tackle. His clearance isn't good though as West Ham pick up possession, but we do get there in the end as Enzo finds Raheem Sterling as we make a burst down around the gap there, looking for an opportunity to go to stride forward, but it seems to be we've stopped in our tracks. We're going to have to go back to go forward, skipping past the West Ham midfield and defenders there as we find our teammate Thiago Silva into the middle of Caicedo. Caicedo to Nkuku. Now Gallagher. Lovely play so far. Christopher Nkuku once again. Now Enzo Fernandez. Caicedo. Lovely passing. Nkuku. Shot blocked. It falls out to Gallagher. It's Christopher Nkuku. And Areola saves at his near post there, as you can see. Lovely save. And that will be that for this particular game. Full-time whistle has been blown at Stamford Bridge. And the points have been shared. And nothing to be said about. 0-0 in the end. A very boring game in some aspects. Obviously, having seen no goals whatsoever. We had our chances. We had many times. And we did get a decent rating from it at the same time also. 7.6 rating. 92 minutes being played. No goals. No assists. 3 shots on target. And that will be that. Only 1% possession actually off of the actual team possession itself, so we only completed 2 out of the 3. I would definitely take that in some means, though. It wasn't the best of games. We did have our chances, so did they. But unfortunately, we'll have to share the points on this occasion. One brighter note is we did actually pick up the Player of the Month award for December, which is always a nice thing. It seems to be that we're doing a consecutive run of this as of the moment, and we're definitely aligning ourselves with Premier League football and the Chelsea fans. So another Player of the Month to December, and another accolade to add to the awards. Second game of the episode comes as we take a trip to St Mary's, then looking for an opportunity to see if we can build on something from what we didn't do in the last game, and we really need to be able to pick up 3 points as the table is very much still tight at the top, that is for sure. So all 3 points do count for us as of the moment, as we look to be able to see if we can do something against the Saints there. 8.5 rated, needing 3 shots on target and avoid losing the match. Then I reckon that's achievable. Southampton are a decent side nevertheless, but we need to make a quick start, and I reckon that will kind of dull the hopes of them getting anywhere near us in this particular tie. Southampton get ourselves started off then as Barron picks it up, as he makes a loose pass there as Caicedo picks it up. Nkuku plays this in, and you can see the defence are nowhere near us. And I was talking about quick starts, and we have made one right here as we get the goal to celebrate in front of the travelling fans to make it Southampton 0, Chelsea 1, as JD Cook gets on the score sheet once again there after a big mistake after the defence, and they was kind of deep in their half at the same time. So even if they made the mistake kind of going even further, they would allow themselves more times to set themselves with a formation and everything else. But it wasn't to be on this occasion, and the goalkeeper is well and truly beaten, that is for sure. So Chelsea take the lead early on at St Mary's, and this is the perfect start to life in this particular tie. Southampton get themselves kicked off once again there as Aribo picks it up. The former Rangers man loses out as Christopher Nkuku retrieves it. Enzo to Caicedo, and it's a similar occasion here as we beat the defenders so much easier, and this could be absolutely woeful for Southampton because it's Chelsea 2, Southampton 0, 2 goals in 7 minutes, and we're already on for a hat-trick as once again we celebrate in front of the travelling fans. An absolute woeful start for Southampton, not too sure what they are doing whatsoever, and this is absolutely abysmal, but we'll definitely take it, that is for sure. We said we needed the 3 points, we said we needed a quick start, and it seems to be that we're on track for all of them sort of achievements in this tie. A very similar goal to the first there, as we're on the right hand side of the goalkeeper just bursting it on the left there. Really well done, and this is definitely the way to start things at Southampton. 20 minutes into the tie, things have slowed down a little bit here as Southampton look to be able to go on the attack themselves, as Stewart picks it up after an interception of Bednarak. This could be a real good chance, and it definitely is. Southampton get themselves back into the game. 3 goals in 20 minutes, and it's Southampton 1, Chelsea 2 then. This is a brilliant game so far, to be honest. 3 goals in 20 minutes is very kind of hard to come by, that is for sure. A run on the left hand side, completely left down so, and he just wasn't picking up his man whatsoever. Robert Sanchez having no chance from that one, and it is a simple but easy goal to make it 2-1. As I said, the momentum sort of slowed down for us in this particular tie after the 2 goals. I feel like we kind of peaked too early, but we will go again, and we'll have another chance here as Cucurella picks up Sterling on the left hand side. He has to go back to Cucurella, now back to Sterling. 1-2's there, as you can see, as Christopher Nkuku finds Raheem Sterling on the left hand side as he makes a blazing run. Blue shirts in the box, but he's going to pick up Christopher Nkuku with an option to be able to get the ball into the box by passing it instead of crossing it. He runs in there as Aribo depossesses him as he looks to clear his lines, and he does, as Enzo Fernandez battles with Stewart, but Stewart wins it out as Barron look to be able to go on the attack with Southampton. Momentum with Southampton so far as they look to be able to see if they can build on the goal that they previously scored as they go on the attack themselves here. Options are there, but red and white shirts are charging forward, but so are the blue shirts defending. Barron looking to be able to find his teammate, he does. Finnegan with an opportunity there, but Christopher Nkuku sticks out a leg, but it could actually worked even worse there as Stewart had the option, but he does get intercepted by Danto, and we go on the attack ourselves. Christopher Nkuku making the run there as we look to pick him out, and we do. Christopher Nkuku charging forward now, he's 1-on-1 with the keeper. All he's got to do is score, and he has opened himself up too much there as Bednarak does make the interception. It did go out for a corner, but it was the end of that particular attack. First half whistle has been blown here as we go into the break. They're 2-1 up. The ratings are looking good. The shots on target just need more 1, and then we are looking on track to be able to avoiding losing the match. Very good game so far. Need to pick it up in the second half if we want to solidify 3 points, but let's get straight into things now. Southampton on the ball now in the 46th minute then, and they're looking a little bit better after obviously getting that goal back for themselves. It's given them a little bit more confidence, and they're looking for an opportunity now as Barron looks to find Aribo with an opportunity to stride forward and actually get the shot off. He does. Thiago Silva intercepts. Cucurella intervenes there as he finds Enzo Fernandez. A lovely bit of quick play from Chelsea as Sterling picks it up on the left hand side. Options are there as he runs ourselves into the gap there. Bednarak looking to match us for pace as we look to skip past Bednarak. See ya later. We pick out a lovely pass. It's Christopher Nkunku, and this time he does take his chance to make it Southampton 1, Chelsea 3, and Christopher Nkunku looks to be able to see all 3 points at the Saints there, and it is a brilliant finish from Christopher Nkunku, and what a pass to pick him out at the same time. We left Bednarak for dead, and that pass completely cut out the play there with allowing us Christopher Nkunku a nice chance there. The keeper was rushing out at the same time, so he still had a lot to do, but he pokes it past him, and he gets the goal that he really needed to make it 3-1. 56 minutes being played then, is looked to be able to see if they can do something in this sort of attack here, and looking for Southampton to get a second goal on this particular tie. They're still not down and out yet, but it looks to be the kind of confidence is knocked, that is for sure. Lovely interception and lovely passing. Danso picks up Matty Cash on the right hand side after he comes off the bench for Reece James there. Danso looks to be able to find Caicedo, now on Cuckoo, and Cuckoo on the right hand side of Madueke. This passing is flawless, and Cuckoo charging forward as we look to be able to get ourselves on side as he plays us in here. Lovely opportunity to be able to see if we can get our hat-trick in this particular game. We get on the left hand side, and we burst it into the top corner to make it Southampton 1, Chelsea 4, and the 3 points should pretty much be signed, sealed and delivered. A lovely option to be able to see if we can take it round the keeper originally, and I thought we actually messed up the opportunity to be able to get the goal itself, but it's still a lovely ball into the left hand corner there, nailing the top of the net there. Really happy with that one, and we should be able to get all 3 points in this particular tie, as we do request to be substituted after that hat-trick as we completed, as we come off the field for Romeo Lavia. Looking at the options, and we have done absolutely fantastically. 10.0 rating, 81 minutes being played, 3 goals, 1 assist, 3 shots on target, and 100% conversion rate. First time that we've got the conversion rate so highly, and we claim the match ball in this particular tie to get a 10.0 rating. Obviously, I've mentioned we got the 3 shots on target, and we also avoided losing the match. Could not do any better in terms of the objectives and everything we needed to complete. Probably the best all-round performance that we actually have done so far, and it is another 3 points, another 3 goals, and another kind of road to the first kind of spot in the Premier League. We now turn our attention to Europa Conference League action, and we've been winning every game so far, looking to be able to see if we can make that again, and we definitely do. A 3-0 victory ourselves, good to get on the score sheet. It seems to be that we've too much for Rosenborg on this occasion, and we do get another victory in Europa Conference League, and we'll definitely be finishing at the top spot, that is for sure. Seems to be that our Conference League campaign has gone absolutely perfect from start to finish, looking to be able to see if we can go into the actual knockout rounds now and do the same again like we did in the group stage. Afterwards, we did some training and we simulated that to go up to level 38, meaning that we will get 4 skill points to be able to spend. Looking at our dribbling aspects, we haven't really upgraded too much of it so far, so we've gone 1 on the dribbling, and then we've got 1 skill point left to use. Obviously, we can't really spend much on that, but we went our balance, so that's above 80 now, so that goes to 81. Definite significant upgrades, and that means we go up another overall, meaning we've got 92 pace, 89 shooting, 86 dribbling, and 78 physical. Looking more all-round, that is for sure, and another kind of step in the right direction in terms of getting all the way up to 90 overall. After completing that kind of player growth stuff, we actually get another simulation game where Aston Villa come to visit the Stamford Bridge there as Caicedo gets on the score sheet to be able to solidify the 1-0 victory. Didn't seem to be too much of an exciting game. Still finished with a 7.3 rating, but Caicedo takes all the applause as he gets the goal to be able to get victory and claim another 3 points against Aston Villa. Third and final game comes up against Manchester City then, away from home at the Etihad. We've already played them once this year, looking to be able to see if we can proceed to the next round of the EFL Trophy. It's going to be an interesting one, that is for sure. They're going to be seeking revenge, but we're going to be seeking another round in the Cup, that is for sure, before we head into the new year. 7.5 rating needed. We need to avoid losing the match, and we need 2 passes completed in the opponent's half. Really excited for this one, but we know it's going to be a tough game, that is for sure. Balde picks it up in the first minute as Manchester City get themselves kicked off then, as James McAtee looks to be able to see if he can stride forward and create some problems for Chelsea. Erling Haaland on the ball as he's got options there. Jeremy Doku is one of them. Doku looks to skip past Cucurella, but he's too quick for him straight away. He gets a foot out and he's very strong, but he loses out to Erling Haaland there after a pull pass. Haaland looks to be able to see if he can get a shot off a dangerous area. Why he didn't shoot, I'm not too sure. Seems to go backwards now, as you can see, as Arani picks it up with an opportunity to find McAtee. Back back to Aranu. Doku's trying to get himself onside as Erling Haaland picks it up. No options as Haaland misstrays the pass there as he looks to find Cucurella. Now Danso looking to be able to get the ball out of danger, and he finds Caicedo. He skips past on the left hand side, finding Nkuku. Lovely break by Chelsea. Raheem Sterling is on the left hand side, using his pace. He finds Nkuku, and Nkuku to Sterling. We're in a gap here. This could be a perfect life to start, and this is a goal. It's Manchester City 0, Chelsea 1, and JB Cook gets on the score sheet once again there as he haunts Manchester City, and a lovely finish. What a finish that was, and we are already kicking things off with a goal in this particular tie. Manchester City look to be able to have a quick start in the tie, but we go on the break for a first time, and the first shot in the game, and a lovely well hit left-footed shot there. Didn't expect that one on the weak foot, but at the same time it just coals round into the corner, leaving Ederson no chance of getting to that one whatsoever, and we are now leading. But if I was to tell you that was the end of the first half, nothing happened whatsoever. A completely boring first half, as you can see by the rating. 6.9 rating. We are avoiding losing the match, and we have had 2 passes completed in the opponent's half. As long as we win the match and we do get the rating up, there is no reason why we can't complete all 3 objectives. Into the second half now, and it's been a slow start in the second half, but Manchester City look to be able to see if they can do something. They haven't had a shot even on target or on goal, as they look to be able to do something here as Jack Grealish picks it up with an opportunity to be able to get the ball into the box, but he goes back to Balde. Not a kind of best of passes as Danso intercepts, but Balde back on the ball there. Erling Haaland, and that is the first shot there as Robert Sanchez is forced into the save as Raheem Sterling picks it up as he looks to clear his lines, finding Enzo. Cucurella making a first time pass on the left hand side straight away as we make a kind of burst down the byline. Options are there, but as you can see, Romero catching us up at the same time, so we have to kind of go back to go forward. Lovely pass to Christopher Nkuku. This could be 2, and it definitely will be. It's Chelsea 2, Manchester City 0, and we are looking to be able to book our place in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup, thanks to the efforts of Christopher Nkuku. What a goal, what a pass once again there. 2 assists in 2 games there, linking up perfectly with the Frenchman to be able to get it past Ederson, and that's on occasion. Really nicely done, and that is a perfect way to get the goal to solidify things in the Carabao Cup. That will be full time. It was pretty boring, to be honest. Nothing happened whatsoever. No real chances from Manchester City. We sat back and allowed a lot of pressure, and we just hit them on the break when needed. It didn't seem to be that we was in any danger of losing the game at any point whatsoever, but we will definitely take the victory however we got it, that is for sure. And looking at the stats itself, we had an 8.4 rating. We played 92 minutes. We got 1 goal. We got 1 assist. We only had 1 shot on target, meaning that we had an 100% conversion rate. Twice in 2 games there where we've had that, so it's definitely a good achievement in itself. And we got all 3 objectives as well, being the match rating, avoiding losing the match, and having the right attacking passes to meet the criteria. Man of the match also, and we book our place in the next round of the Carabao Cup. This is what the Premier League table looks like after the end of this particular games that we have played. We've played 17, we've won 13, we've drawn 2, and we've lost 2. Currently sitting 3 points clear as we speak then. Looking very good, looking very strong. Liverpool on 30, Arsenal on 37, so it's very tight, that is for sure. 10 points separate the top 5, top 6 actually. So yeah, it's still all to play for in that way. We have obviously got ourselves into December now, latter parts, and we're looking to be able to see if we can create some sort of gap, but it's easier said than done, that is for sure. Obviously that draw against West Ham hindered our performances to go up and up and up, but we'll definitely be battling in the next episode, that is for sure. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.